yesterday, it's here for any that mamu update about mami we Sedinam Tamaklu. Now we told you said this particular woman, she has been arrested by ICE, that's Immigration Custom Enforcement, US, basically for various reasons. Now one of the reasons are original so they are channel corruption related activities and how Ghana buying sending extradition request way back in 2024. July, say woman we you put the for we are Ghana sika over 70 million Ghana cedis. Ebra na oye Maslock, okay, Maslock for CEO akantaman to share Mahama Emma iska so on fan koma jedi for no or pocket iska no edibi an assistant to create jail or more back or in Sawan prisons. Woman we no Ebra in some ne kwaso e che na yedi ni case no or say court say ye man mre no kwa butin kwa jara because no issues be when no ho or kwa wan baby ma court trying in absentia. Woman we me no ka say no after so many years, almost 2 years no one back she's been in Ghana somewhere 2017, okay? So all this while almost 9 years no on back Ghana that be Mahama eba no me no ka say true pressure no woman ya kwache no. Now me no ka say sa woman ya kwache no information aba ama sa information we aba no kamia kwa se ebimu eni enje ho. One person or ye anti-corruption crusader uba kromo efe lawyer Martin Pebu or the same bia ba betuja or party say woman we are channel all right, but then ono woman or ye mistake adna woman ye mistake or party say woman ye mistake because number one we NDC ni yacho NDC ni yacho no ebra yacho no NDC ni ya bukun for say biu we disika. Fine, one back room, Ben Siano, Unipa Bana, party member, a year president. Into no a year, Woman win a year said Nam Tamakulu, or you'll be uncle Beba Ghana. No Bagana, Cobit Mini Sebu Mahama Casa. Na impo, instead of Sanko be serve more jail time, no. Unka save it, man, I said maybe 1 or 2 years. Now Mahama pardon. And I'm for business. Wait, is that lawyer Martin Pebu? What happened? Lawyer Martin Pebu na oka same way, sir. Okay. Inti sabio eye woman we they are fine. Ono de a bit ma pardon be can ofrata de yen really. Okay. So clearly what is good for the goose is not good for the ganges. And definitely this has really among people are disappointed in this particular in summer if he a year teaching and a lawyer just say or yeah very popular or kasapa among for Bruno say hey utimi kasa say woman yanko so bent them na pardon, which means you guys are not even being faithful to the country. You think somebody to back or more.
To be honest, Sedinam so when the NDC won, I thought she would have quickly come back because look, the plain truth is that when because she's a high-profile person, should have gotten better treatment in the prisons. So for me, the moment NDC won, I was like, when this woman come down quickly, come and serve some years, maybe 3 years, and then the president will pardon her. So for all the time she kept staying there, I kept wondering, I was like, really? What's going amiss? Because your party is in office. We are not hiding it. Because her party is in office, she'll get better treatment in the prisons. Well, look, I mean, it's not everything we can say on air. But that would have been the best time to serve. So that you stay in 3 years. 3 years, when the president grants you pardon, not many people will make noise about it. Because once you serve 3 years, it's okay. And let's not...
It's in some way na lawyer Martin Pebu ka so ka woman no mistake or na miscalculation or here is nko so Obagana na nka wa serve just 3 years pe 3 years no nka wa serve even 3 years no serve be man the better treatment is a prison or one no serve you a bungalow with fridge everything and your serve kakra na ya man eyi na man for part say this is not law because basically obi see there was a story that me text so obi we are pragia ya man 20 years in jail. Pragia, okuta 10,000 cedis obenya Pragia. Yamani 20 years in jail. Now obi etimisho they was so NDC pocketed or Sedinam Tamaklu pocketed 70 million meant for traders who were victims of the Cantonment fire. 70 million. And you're telling me so back Chroma 3 years pe yamani better treatment. I mean far from that crown. Jail no be jail in the crown. Be like luxury jail. And I say no, this is not law. We did one. What is the sugarcoating and then the misinterpretation of all of these things? Regardless, Ambassador Victor Smith, who's Ghana's ambassador to the United States of America, or also or the same Ababe to just say information number so yet she woman way your friend is saying the same time yet she a year can no. It is really quite possible. But I say but then also no there are issues at a so or there are issues all parties said these issues no and I'm so Emma a President Donald Trump a year Nkofi Omukoche said not Tamakuli Nkoti Sema a year Ambassador Victor Smith, who is now Trump's favorite buddy, or the Chujai Babaka. We will definitely continue with this particular update because we'll be for also Ababe Kasa.
And just before I let you go, how many Ghanaians are in detention center? What are their current state based on your visit?
Well, the detention center where I visited, there were 11 Ghanaians, 1 lady, and 10 guys. In total, under ICE arrest, we have a figure at the last count, it was 193 Ghanaians. And I think they keep, deporting them as and when they meet the judge and they don't have much of a case, and then there's a ruling, they are taken out, on the next available arrangement.
But health-wise, are they okay? Are they kept in a safe place?
Oh, yeah. I saw it myself. I went to as far as the dormitories where they were being kept. I went to the medical facilities for them. Very clean environment. They did not complain about any health issues. They just were not happy, of course, being in a cell, like a prison. They didn't like it. But they had come in illegally through unapproved routes, and then they got caught up with the law. There isn't much we can do for them.
So that was in Sema Ambassador Victor Smith editu. Now one person saw no Swababe Kasa Dominic Ayina. According to Dominic Ayina, he's spilling more details about the arrest of Sedina Tamakulu and also Ken Ofiriatta, and he's giving us a deep insight. Say, somewhere Koso Abaya Chiwe. He can vehemently say on authority say, Kamiako say there Sedinam Tamakulu. It was that same day, and yet Ken Ofiriatta. Now it is very much alarming because Kamiako said the tradition request for these two people, it had really got into the extent say Ebia Abayno and our Trump administration, they've taken note of it. So perhaps if they were in the country illegally, and even if they were there illegally, they could use this as a case study and as a case say they've been convicted. Remember, I said they don't have a pending court case. They have been convicted of a criminal act, stealing. And even if they have permanent residency, it is void. To say I cancel the why you need to I cancel permanent residency and our green card. You go to Sama Dominic Ayini, editor, that's Attorney General, or party say Obitima is to say in all of these things, we should be expecting these two people in the country very soon. In the video, we are Babaka.
So will he be brought to Ghana? Here and now at 5 minutes to 8. What do you know? He brought yesterday. We saw a news item.
Yes, he will be. He will be. Look, I mean, the possibility is very high. And he could either self-deport or face, deportation by the immigration judge on January 20th. Yes. So after the hearing, we will get to know what orders the judge made regarding his immigration status. But it's more serious than put out. But
it's more serious.
But at the appropriate time, I don't want to announce,
But what scoop can you give? Because you owe it to Ghanaians to just give us a wind. How serious is this?
No, it's very serious. It's very serious. It's more serious than, I have divulged at this point in time. So at this point, it will stay at a level of my briefing the president.
How will you ensure that due process for somebody like Ken Oforiatta, a statesman, a former finance minister, whom you've urged to come home and recuperate? Those were your words.
Yes.
How will you ensure that due process is followed? Because many feel that, well, you are going after, he can be tried in absentia. So why the rush?
No, but, well, he can be tried in absentia. All right, that is true. You know, but it is better when he comes to, you know, to answer, when he's here physically present and made to answer for whatever charges have been leveled against him by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And I also mentioned that there are other investigations that are going on. So it's not only the SML investigation, which has been conducted by the OSP, that links Ken Ofori-Atta to issues of accountability or alleged acts of criminality. There are other investigations that I am undertaking, you know, that will be announced at the appropriate time.
Still on his person?
Yes, and for transactions linked to him. So
because we heard from his legal team, and you said that they are in touch with you in your interview on Newsfile on Joy FM. You mentioned it, but his legal team calls the U.S. detention an ambush, you know, tied to medical treatment, because we know the clinic that he is at, while Ghana is also insisting he's a fugitive. Where do we draw the line between health rights and evading maybe a corruption probe?
Well, I mean, you have the right, you know, to you know, to access health facilities to take care of yourself, because you have the right to life. And if you do not take care of your physical health, all right, that can imperil your life as a person. So yes, Ken Ofori-Atta has his right to health. However, all right, he also owes it to the people of this country, having held an office of public trust, okay, to answer for his actions in that office. If he's innocent, he'll be acquitted and discharged by the courts of this country. All right. And Article 19 of the Constitution guarantees his right to a fair trial. And I have said, and I want to repeat it here, that I will not, superintend a system that will run the fair trial rights of anyone.
And you stand by this?
And I stand by it. And I stand by it. You know, I will not in any way imperil his right to a fair trial.